important occasion. I came here because education is the top priority of my administration in the state. We were able to liberate this country because we had an education that gave us knowledge to know what is right and what is wrong, and the freedoms of people. And we went to war for several years. We would not have done this if we didn't have education. Our grandfathers, this does not mean that our grandfathers were not educated. They resisted colonialism, they resisted slavery, despite the fact that they didn't know that. But they passed that to us, and we felt that the best way to fight the enemy is education. I strongly believe that Galam Agwa min Kalashnikov. وبقول لكم انه الطباشير اللي بكتبوه في سبوره ده اقوى من هاون. Because without that, you would not have had Dr. John. You would not have Deng Nial. You would not have Salva Kiir. And everybody who participated in this liberation, and I would not be standing in front of you here, Badun Galam. I'm so happy with the speeches given here by the minister and his staff. One of our biggest problems is quality education. And one of our biggest mistakes as liberators when we came here is that we did not invest in youth. The same youth who liberated this place. I went to the bush at the age of 28 years. And I spent all my life there. I was brought up in such a way that I became a liberator. If I have finished the liberation, it is not me again to do the construction. I damaged so many things here. I was even the commander of Gogrial here for 3 years. We used to mine the school here and every building. That because this is where the enemy used to stay. We destroyed all these buildings. We destroyed the bridges. We shut down planes. We killed a lot of enemy. And for several years, despite my education, what I knew was killing and destruction. Now for us, that we have come now that this place is liberated, it is time that we go and look for people who can build this country, because the destroyers cannot actually construct anything. So these young people, whether they are in the cattle camps or in the schools, we should have invested on them from the first day. Yeah, the government did a bit. But if you have invested on them with a clear policy, the kind of education that was given to us is not the kind of education for development. It is either to be a rebel or to be a thief. We are all trained to be servants of the government. It is up to the government to do whatever thing with you. But what kind of education we need right now? We should not be training servants. Servants to civil service or servants to the government, no. We need to come up with a new education curriculum where we teach a child to grow up to be a person of his own. Give him knowledge. He doesn't need to work with the government. When she or him graduates, like in Europe and America, this kind of education is not there. People took their children to the schools, such that when they come and you graduate, what you need is just a telephone and a table like this. And with your knowledge you have received, you can make money on your table. Because what do we take children to the school? We need to be wealthy. Very few only can go to the government. But the best ones must go to private business. The good brains must go and make wealth for the nation. Please, I need to advise you as the governor of this place, do not think of going to education to become like director or quality education of education. No. Go there with the objective that your mind be trained to become somebody for yourself.